Hello, this is Mad Hatter, and I'm here with another behavior pack. I'm in a world where we had a UHC, that's why there's, some cobble pillars and lava and whatever else, but I figure it's a fine place to show you how some of these packs that I've been making work. So today, we're going to actually grab a crafting table, and we're going to show you some really cool things that Fond Unicycle and myself have put together. Fond is a member of several communities related to Truly Bedrock or Slack Lizard or a number of creators, and he has decided to help me out with this pack. I did the mechanics of it, and he did all of the graphics and nice looking things from this pack, so I really do appreciate what he put together. So to start with, we're going to make a despawning beacon, which is this recipe, glass and netherite ingots. Place this guy down. And now we have a beacon, but it's not activated. And it doesn't require a base like a normal beacon. We activate it by feeding it one netherite ingot. Now you see on the bottom it says 25 block range activated, and it has this Netherstar. Well, now we need to feed it items. And the items that we can feed it are related to the mobs we want to despawn. You can only set it to one mob per spawn proofing beacon. But let's say we wanted to spawn proof for creepers. So if I put a creeper head, which is what I've chosen for creepers, I can summon my creeper here, put a creeper head in this, and that creeper will disappear. And that will work for a radius of up to 25 blocks. If I get over here a little ways, you see they stay around. If I feed it another netherite ingot, now they don't survive over there. And you can have a couple of these in your area if you really don't like creepers. Oops, that's glass. A couple of these in the area if you don't want creepers. And let's say you don't want... What's another mob that people don't like? What about endermen? Because you don't want the endermen picking up, grass and carrying it around and turning things on and off. Well, let's grab an ender pearl and feed it an ender pearl. Now we get the nice little enderman head. And if I grab an enderman spawn egg, enderman, and I place this down, he just despawns, right? Instantly despawns. Now, that works even for things such as, if you have a phantom that you don't like, we can survive the night by despawning phantoms. So, same thing, except for it's a phantom membrane. And I love the graphics that Fond put together for the phantom. And see, same thing. Phantoms cannot live here. They're just gone. It goes up to 75 blocks by feeding it ingots. It does cost an ingot every time. Now, if I go to survival, because this is a bug that we have looked at, but we don't know how to fix it at the moment. If I go to survival, I can break these with my fist. And you notice it's not instant mine, and that's intentional. So that you don't lose your ingots. When I replace this back, when I replace it back with an actual beacon, it's reset to nothing. And I have to feed it the ingots. And I have to feed it the phantom membrane again to get it to be a phantom spawn-proof beacon. I can do several other mobs, so like we're gonna go back to creative. I can do, let's say you don't like magma cubes, or you don't like slime. or you don't like blaze, we can do all of these ones. In fact, almost every mob in the game is currently supported. If we did miss one, let us know. We'll put it in the comments. I'll get it added in the pack. We'll update the pack with the new mob. So let's see. There's the slime. There's the magma cube, and there's blaze. And we can even do stuff like wither skull, or we can take a totem. We can put a totem in there. We'll get the Evoker won't be spawnable. I mean, there's so many that we've supported. You know, like a saddle is usually associated. You get a lot of saddles from a Ravanger, so you can despawn your Ravengers if you just don't want Ravengers. Just a pile of there's all of the main hostile mobs are supported. These also, just so that we're clear, they don't require sky access. They don't require any sort of blocks around them. They are designed to be able to fit nicely into a build and remove mobs. So like that skeleton over there, we can remove him with skeleton head. And I realize that some of these are difficult to get, but the idea is that it is supposed to be an end game item. It's supposed to be a really difficult to get item. It's supposed to be expensive. And it's supposed to be something that you really have to work for to get. So that is how it works. Let's take a look at how to add it to a world. So it's a little bit different than a normal behavior pack. It does rely on some of the very new experimental features, but it's not something that should break in the future. So you need to check these 3 boxes: creator, custom blocks, and additional modding capabilities. And then you add the proofing beacons, which I realize there is a little bit of inconsistency with the naming. We call them despawn beacons versus spawn proofing beacons. Now, I go into here. I actually don't have creative. Give me 1 second. We'll make this one a creative world. So now we're going to go into here, and if we give ourselves a crafting table, a netherite ingot, a Netherstar, and glass. So yeah, like I said, this is expensive. You have to fight a wither. You have to go scrounge the nether for some netherite. You probably want to get your netherite for your tools and everything else as well. So it's not exactly a cheap block to get. Now I can put them down, power them up, and put your heads of choice in there. A couple of bugs that we need to work on are, if you break this in creative mode, you end up with this skull floating. So this would be you have to do a kill at R equals 1 in creative to remove that one. You have to stand inside it if you're running that command. Just stand inside the block and kill it, and it will break it. But yeah, if you're That's only a problem in creative, and it's because of the way that creative destroy works. It doesn't destroy the block, it just removes it from the game. And these are actually entities standing inside of them to support the despawning mechanics. So these should be relatively low on lag, but they are still ticking entities. They are like a command block. They do add lag to the world. So be careful. I've made them very expensive to try to limit the number of these that would be in the world. I know that other packs that have a large number of entities that are easy to obtain have made life very difficult for some people. So hopefully this helps with it. And now that we're at the end, I want to show you something really, really, really crazy. You made it to the end of my video, you get a spoiler of something that Fond, myself, and Av from TechRock have been working on. So let me get into that. So what you see behind me is a Lightmatica-like set of blocks that are being clocked in and out of the world right now, layer by layer, into a item that I have modified using a resource pack. So this is what I will be showcasing next week, but you'll see I have a few bugs I need to work out, and that's why it's not coming out this week. For instance, these are hoppers, and they look like cauldrons. They need to be changed so they actually look like hoppers. The redstone torches, you can see, are kind of wonky. They don't really render correctly. But overall, this is incredibly usable. You can, see where the redstone dust goes. You can see where rails go. You can see where torches go. You can see where the iron blocks go, which way the observers face, which way the blocks are situated relative to each other. And it's going to make building and giving out tutorials and doing creative work so much easier to get into survival, into your own worlds. Yes, there are some issues with like rail orientation and other things that are just going to have to wait. There's some graphical issues. There's some little things here and there, but it's nearly ready for me to give to you and share with the community. So I wanted to do a little spoiler because this is something that the Bedrock community has been wanting for a very long time. It is supposed to emulate Lightmatica in a way that I think is really, really light and really easy to get into your Minecraft Bedrock save. So it doesn't require any server mods. It doesn't require any behavior packs. It is all happening on your computer, and it doesn't require any modification of your game. It just kind of works. So as you can see, it is close, but there's still a lot of bugs left to work out. So this is your spoiler. This is what you get for coming to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. This one, just to be clear, I didn't do this on my own. This is again with help from Fond, who is a great person in our community. And it's also with help from Av from TechRock. So thank you very much to those two. It wouldn't have been possible without you. And we will get this out next week. There still will be some bugs. There still be things to work on. It will be open source. It will be available for the community to help fix and mod in the future. So hopefully we can get all of that stuff rolled out next week and have a lot of fun doing it. Anyway, this is Mad Hatter, and I'm out. Talk to you later. Bye.